and including the fact that he hasn't scrubbed his data and he wants us to do that, which is going to take us a few days. Mm-hmm. The price into line with their budget is to make sure that they've done the data part of it. That's where that's going to save them a lot of money there. It's just makes it try to basically understand that the more we have to do, the more it's going to cost. And I think that he'll understand that. He'll understand that if we can explain that to him, that if he can do that, he'll save himself a large amount of money. I think it's the case that we need to warm him up to the ideas of what he needs to be doing realistically in terms of marketing his website and everything.
I think because the website's been plodded along with very little update or input, and it's just plodding along. He's got a few sales every day.
Yeah.
I don't know if he realises the value of having a good quality
website. He can really become the biggest person in this industry, like quite easily. I don't think it would be that difficult for him to do it.
Just whether he wants to do it.
It's whether he wants to do it. Yo, hello, welcome. This is the blog, and just to give a bit of context of what we're going to be trying to do a bit more, to show a bit more behind the scenes, to get more than just us talking on car journeys and that. We're going to start when we're talking about clients and plans and ideas that we've got to get new clients, to go through strategies with them, to go through the work we're going in. We're just occasionally, but before we start doing anything, I'm just going to be putting the camera in the background and just hitting record, and then obviously cutting out bits that are important to the conversation we had. So yeah, it's a bit weird. I find it quite not too bad talking about what I would normally say in front of it and having it recorded, because the bits that I cut out are the bits obviously that we don't want people to know. So it might be that, because we'll talk about certain strategies and everything, but the client may not want to be having us talk about that strategy in that video. So it's just a case of keeping that respect there for the client's sake. Good morning, everybody. So it's another beautiful day this week, and Gordon is also working from home today. He's in tomorrow. It's going to be really another pretty warm day and chance of thunderstorms and stuff. So I was just like, do you know what? You work from home if it's going to be warm and muggy today, and then come in tomorrow fresh faced, and we've got some training to do tomorrow, which hopefully get some videos of. So I'm going to show Gordy a bit of email marketing stuff, like how to do some designs for it, how to come up with like what sort of concepts you're going to be looking at in terms of trying to maximise that click through, and then what we're going to be looking at is like different types of imagery, different types of call to actions, and all that sort of stuff with them. There it is. Well, just got back from a meeting with one of the clients. Absolutely went really well. It's just a case of sorting out some information. And rather than doing it back and forth over an email, which would have been difficult, they would have found it difficult to understand what we were asking them to do. It was easier just to go in, explain it, and sometimes those little personal touches make a big difference to them. So we're back in now. I'm going to have some Chinese, and Gord's about to have
a bagel.
Mm-hmm. Nom. It's because from people we spoke to already, like, it's quite a hard industry to break into, in terms of, and not in terms of making them, they want to upgrade their actual sites, but and what they need to do and how they need to think about their business. How to turn from just a shopping site to being able to give them some marketing from it as well. So like gathering emails, how to use those emails, then target individual customers and segregate them out to segmentation to.
I mean, a lot of them do have, say, forums, and they do interact with their customers and community.
But they're not marketing.
No. So
they've got this really good aspect to what they do, like really strong customer relations, really strong at like nurturing that side of it. But they're not. If the customer's not on their site, they don't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's kind of, a lot of them don't even do social media that well.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So what we'll do to show them how I think to get. Basically, the big thing is they all ask, well, why should this be done? And I think me and you can show them how it's done. We'll show them how to. We'll do it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got a proof of concept. We can go to them and go, look, this is what happens when you run ads properly, when you run marketing properly, when you're looking at emailing, gathering emails, when you're looking at having it so that when you're making an update to your site, you can post to people's desktops and say, look, something new's happening.
Yeah.
All those sort of things, doing social media properly, having a podcast, having videos up on YouTube, having a decent YouTube channel, nurture people there, on Facebook, on Twitter, on everywhere we can think of to get in, on Musically, anything that we can just try and show that your avenue is not as small as just your website. Just grow that reach. So basically, we want to be able to prove that we can grow user base, turn that user base into a profit, a seeable growth of profit, and that profit and growth is you can maintain it and you can grow it.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to prove to them. And if they don't want to do it themselves, have it so that we can help do it for them, sort of thing.
Yeah, because a lot of them who have been in the industry for a long time, their websites do look tired and they do look like they've been running for 15 years.
Exactly.
Or,
exactly.
Yeah.
So we need to. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Is they've been running for 15 years, so they're coasting on the fact that what has worked for them in the past is still working for them.
Yeah.
Just about. But that's not to say if one company comes in and goes, right, I'm going to listen to everything you're saying, all the advice you're giving, and I'm going to run with it. I'm going to do it, and that person just smashes the entire thing.
Yeah.
And I think that can happen. I think there's too many people who aren't properly. They're in it, but they're not properly in it.
No, I say there's only one, possibly two websites that I've been looking at in this sort of field that are actually okay.
And even then, you look at them, you think, right, they could do this, this, and this,
yeah,
and their profits would go up by a massive amount.
Sometimes just making it easier to use.
Yeah.
A lot of them aren't even that easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, get the UI and UX down, and then go from there. Yeah, definitely. There's lots of little conversion points that they can start looking at doing, and build a site, do everything we're going to be doing, and then obviously document what we're doing, so that when we go to these other companies, we can show them what we're doing.
Yeah.